Hello. I decided to make a video today because I haven't made a video since May 2nd when Hide passed away. And I guess we have another passing on our hands with Kay from Wadi Swan. I guess he passed away on the 19th, and that's really terrible. I only listened to Wadi Swan a little bit, so I didn't really know much about him, but when I found that out, it really made me sad. So today I wanted to make this video about how I got into Visual Kei, who my biases are, and what I'm doing now. As of now, I'm in a very loose Meto cosplay from Meto from Meiji Gray. Because he's adorable. I don't know. Alright. Who did I lose my Visual Kei virginity to? I first heard Visual Kei when I actually was watching a makeup tutorial from, I don't know how to pronounce her name, it's a French name, Emirute de Loincourt. And I heard Unending Sanctuary by Rincher and Soy. That was my first hearing Visual Kei, and I thought it was so cool. And so I started watching her other videos, and she had songs from M Cafe and the Gazette. M Cafe was actually the band that made me stick with Visual Kei, which was funny, I thought. And then I started getting into bands like Malice Meezer, Gax. I mean, I know he's not really in the Visual Kei movement anymore, but still. I heard LMC, Tug. DIR EN GREY was the band that I really became a slut for VK. Love them so much. And they're coming out with a new album in November. It's the same month as my birthday, so it's their birthday present to me. I'm a friggin' spaz. And speaking of Meto, I guess he fell and fractured something. I mean, he'll probably be okay. I had a fractured ankle, and it's probably something similar because they canceled some shows, so it's probably arm or leg or something that would make it difficult for a drummer. And I guess, like, Mia, and I think it was Mia, cried, which I found a little strange, because when I fractured my ankle, nobody cried, everyone got mad at me for being an ass face and not knowing how to handle myself on high heels. Sorry. I started getting into Vivid was the first song, Vivid 69II was the first song I learned how to play on the bass guitar. When I first listened to DIR EN GREY, I only heard Saku and Obscure, and I thought those were the only songs I was going to end up listening to. Now we're about a year and a half later, and I have everything they've made. Except for the DVDs, which I want to get some of their DVDs. Hopefully I am able to get to La Raza. Probably not, but you know. Then I started getting into, well, I got into Nega, and I saw Muddy Calls, which is about torture, and I really liked the music video because it was dark and it dealt with drugs and torture. And then I got into like Neo Destruction and, you know, stuff like that. Then I started getting into older VK, like not Maximum the Hormone, I'm sorry, they're not very old. Dead Pop Stars, PS, Anti-Feminism, Dio Distraught Overlord, the Candy Spooky Theater. I didn't get into X Japan until recently, like maybe a few months ago. When I first started listening to Miyabi, I actually hated him with a burning passion, which was strange because then he became my hero. Then I started listening to Hide. He's the true hero. He's really the person I would love to be like and have that sort of talent. But then again, I'm a bassist who can't really do anything right. I got hit in the face with one of my friends, the head of his guitar. I managed to cover up the bruise, but I was bleeding all over their bathroom sink. So yeah, that was fun. And like, even before I started listening to X Japan, I knew I hated Yoshiki Hayashi. He claimed to have started the visual movement. Fuck you, that was Hide. You're taking credit for something your dead bandmate did once again. I don't want to start getting into a rant like I did a while ago, because I have a whole video about ranting about Yoshiki, so. Now my biases. My first bias was Bo from Ancafe. For some reason, I thought he was a girl. I thought he was. And then now it sucks that they broke up. Or that Bo left, and I think I heard that he was a teacher, which I found kind of strange, because you go from being quite a successful musician, which was probably a great job, to being a teacher, which I would not do ever. Kids are terrible, especially high school students. Even college students. You see me? Do you want to be stuck with this all day? Oh, probably since you're watching this, you might want to, so. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very good, hyper mood. Okay, then once I started really listening to the Gazette, I really liked Reita. I will admit now, he's gorgeous. Except, he's hiding so much of his face. He's got a great face. Show it off. I did a drawing of him. A really great drawing, and I impressed myself. I really did. Now I'm liking Aoi a little bit more. Maybe because we're similar in personality. He's kind of crazy, does whatever he wants. Then, Mana. Mana's my angel. I love Mana so much. She's so beautiful. I will be your pet. I will wear a collar and nothing else and just sit at your feet all day. I'm disturbing myself, I'm sorry. Then I started listening to Exist Trace, which I still like them, but Naoto is the bae. She's the bae. I love her. She's, I swear to God, the only other lady bassist out there. And I don't understand, I understand why people are creeped out by how she looks, but I never was. I thought she looked great. And then I started getting into DIR EN GREY. At first I liked Dai, because of the red hair, it was eye-catching. I never found Toshia all that attractive. I noticed most of the girls who find biases in DIR EN GREY, it's either Kyo or Toshia, and oh, trust me, I love Kyo. Do not even get me started. He's my ultimate bias, but yeah, Toshia's great. I don't know, from what I've heard about his personality, I just don't think that we'd be a real good match. Then when I listened to the Candy Spooky Theater, I wanted to pinch Peggy's cheeks. It's so cute. And then I started listening to Distraught Overlord, and my biases are Mikuru and Ivy. I think Ivy's real pretty. I think Hide and Taiji were both very, very attractive men. They were gorgeous. And I've only listened to one song by Meiji Bray, Raven, and just, Meto is the cutest thing ever. My god, he's just so cute. Gak isn't even part of the Visual K movement anymore, but he can have me. I'm sorry, he is not human. He is like some sort of Greek god. He's perfect. No human can be that perfect. So therefore, he can have me. And I guess my OTP would have to be Aoi and Reita. I'll admit that, but I swear to God, I'm the only person who ships Awita. Other than them, Dai and Kaoru, yeah. And if I can't find anything from Dai and Kaoru, it's Toshio and Shinya. Uh, Thank you for listening to my rant about this, and I'll show you my cool henna tattoos. I did these myself. I did these myself. They turned out, I love them. They turned out really nicely. I like this hand better, though. And thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.